Kasuga. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yes.
Yo, Chichan. How's it going?
It's going. Can we talk, Ichiban?
Yeah. What's up? Seriously, what's the matter? You're not looking too good.
Well, it's about Gramps. I suddenly lost contact with him.
Wait, your Gramps? The same old man working for the Fujinomiya family? What happened?
He's not answering my calls, and the GPS on his smartwatch was switched off. That's never happened before.
Oh, shit. You think maybe he keeled over in his room? Like a seizure or something?
No, unlikely. When I contacted the hotel he's staying at, I asked if one of the employees could check up on him. There was nothing off about the room. They didn't find anyone there either.
Which means...
Which means Gramps probably tried looking for me and ran into trouble. Remember how he was worried about those rumors about me heading to District 5?
Right, he got all that from Jeff, the taco truck guy. Your Gramps is buddies with him, right?
Yep, you got it.
Wait a sec. Then Jeff might know where he'd be.
Right? That's what I figured too.
Come on, let's book it. You'll feel way better knowing your Gramps is safe and sound, yeah?
Sorry, Ichiban. I keep dragging you into my mess.
We can talk later. Let's hurry. There's Jeff's truck. Your Gramps had tacos for lunch every day, right?
Well, not every day, but enough to become a friend and not just a regular for sure.
Yo, Jeff. Remember me?
Yup, and the girl with you too. You guys shook up District 5 real good, huh?
Who, us? Maybe we did, I don't know. Anyway, we got something to ask you.
Oh, let me guess. You're looking for another person, right?
Dude, creepy. How'd you even know?
A lot of folks been asking around lately. You're not the only ones looking for someone. See, he been poking around too.
Huh? Hold up. Chichan, isn't that old man...
Gramps?
We finally meet again, milady.
So it is him! Why's he here?
No matter how many times I requested we meet, Chitose-sama refused to visit me. That was why I had to devise a scheme of my own.
The scheme?
Yes, one where the elderly butler suddenly cannot be contacted, and his smartwatch turned off. In that situation, what would milady think? How would she act? As your butler, I ought to know at least that much. And sure enough, you made your way here, all for my sake.
So, you're telling me you've been here waiting for me this entire time?
For as long as I could. Whenever I couldn't be here, Jeff would try to pinpoint your whereabouts.
Him of all people? But why?
Who'd let an old man like him worry himself sick? Besides, the two of us are brothers for life. Every single time he stops by, he actually compliments my tacos. So I figure I'd lend him a hand, help him look for this rascal of a young lady he's soft for. And if you folks happen to show up here, I got some help to, make sure you stick around.
Hold up. Why do they look ready to throw down?
These guys are really fond of this old man, too. He loves tacos and pays well. Plus, he might be pushing 80, but he's damn strong.
Jeff here told me something interesting. that a Japanese man with shrub-like hair was desperately chasing after Milady. That would be you, I presume.
What? Yes, but... well, look, the two of us are buddies now.
You cretin who dares swindle the Fujinomiya heiress. I will have you apologize on your knees after due punishment.
Better not take him lightly. That old man's tough as nails. I mean, my friends here are like infants compared to him. Hell, he even sent a bear flying back in the day.
Wow, you actually believe that story?
Yep, no reason to doubt him.
Wait, that's not important right now. Gramps, sir, I'm not here to fight you. I'm sure this is all a big misunderstanding.
Right, it has to be. I mean, Ichiban's my friend. Please, just calm down.
With all due respect, milady, I am quite concerned about you. I know not what honeyed words he uttered to you, but you claiming him as your friend is inconceivable. This may get rather rough, but I hope that at the very least, this will open your eyes.
Gramps!
Do you remember the self-defense techniques I taught you? It's been some time since our last lesson, but do allow me to give you another demonstration.
Chichon, he's kind of different from what I expected. I thought you said he was modest and kind.
Our meeting is most unfortunate, but when I see my lady in danger, I've vowed to bring hell's fury upon your head.
Go get him, old man. I'm rooting for you. Kick his shrubby ass.
Get wrecked!
Right, time to throw down. Okay.
Let's go.
Surprise.
Let's get it done.
Time to go all out.
Let's do this.
Damn, that felt good.
How could this have happened? To think I'd fall like this.
You all right, sir? Not gonna lie, you were damn strong.
Gramps, please don't push yourself any harder. You're not young anymore. Don't worry about me either.
Well done. It seems you've retained what I taught you. In fact, your skills have greatly improved. Seeing that puts my mind at ease.
Excuse me, Gramps. Sir, I'm not trying to do Chitose-san here. We've gone through a lot together. She's even been lending me a hand. I wouldn't try anything. I swear.
I see. Then in that case, would you please remove yourself from Milady's side? Immediately.
You see...
I'm sorry, Gramps, but I can't do that. You see, I betrayed Ichiban and his friends before, and gave them so much trouble. I have to make up for what I did, in any way I can. I'm the one who begged them to let me stay with them.
Chichon...
Chitose-sama, what exactly have you been doing here in Hawaii?
Well, a lot of things happened, but, long story short, I'm more or less trying to leave the nest.
The nest? Meaning the Fujinomiya family?
Yeah. I can't tell them about a lot of things I've done. Or even you, Gramps. I'm sorry.
Is that right? Well then, I am very glad to hear you say so.
Huh?
The days we spent supporting you, milady, have finally come to fruition. Education is intended to teach the child independence. In doing so, they will be able to choose their own path. Of course, The fact that you will no longer be in my care saddens me immensely.
I really am sorry for worrying you so much. And thank you for everything.
I'm afraid your words are wasted on me. I humbly request for you to please tell your father that instead. He's been beside himself with worry, Chitose-sama.
My family and me, we're just accessories. We only exist to make my dad look good. Nothing but props to show the crowd that a successful exec can have a happy family. You've seen it yourself, haven't you?
Are you perhaps referring to the family photos? The ones taken by an intimidating number of professionals? I do recall how you often complained that it felt like a set for some commercial.
He'd always demand fixes to those photos. In fact, he's like that with pretty much everything he does. The Fujinomiya name comes first and foremost. Everything else can come second, third, whatever. He's willing to edit and fabricate anything, all so he can look better. Isn't that right? That's why the...
Chi-chan?
That is why the Tatara channel uploaded that video, to expose the Fujinomiya group. Your father recently told me that he has his suspicions regarding this Tatara's identity. It is likely an insider, one who knows the Fujinomiya group well, and one who has expressed hostility towards him and the company itself.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
He said that if such a person happened to be this Tatara, then that expose might very well be his just desserts.
My dad said all that? He actually blamed himself?
Only when he was reflecting on how he could have possibly antagonized Tatara did he realize that. And ever since then, I could see that he has been quite sullen about it. Of course, the blow dealt to the group may have played a part in it, but I certainly doubt that was the only factor.
But, Gramps, why are you telling me all this?
Indeed. Why am I? Perhaps there was no reason to inform you. However, allow me to say this. I believe you and your father still have a chance to talk things out. If the both of you continue to build up your walls, then you may lose the opportunity to conquer them.
Yeah, guess so.
I only wished to speak with you face to face so that I could tell you that myself.
Okay, so you decided to give me another lesson in self-defense while you were at it.
My apologies.
Something on my face?
I may not know who you are. However, the moment we clashed, I could discern that you are not one for deception. I shall refrain from prying for now. So please, look after Milady in my stead.
You got it, sir. You can count on me.
Much obliged. Furthermore, there is something I must clear up with you. In my younger years, I did, in fact, lift up and throw a bear. Do not underestimate me.
Well, I'll be damned. My bad. Didn't mean to doubt you.
The two of you, take care now.
Dude, are all Japanese samurai just like him? I would believe it if you told me.
I don't know. I've never met a samurai before.
Come on, brother. Would it kill you to play along?
Sorry, Ichiban, for dragging you into even more trouble.
No worries. All that matters is that your Gramps is okay. But man, was he lively! I can't believe he's that strong at that age.
Well, he is a Fujinomiya butler. Makes me proud to hear you sing his praises.
You're finally starting to smile a bit more, Chi-chan.
Huh?
Well, you weren't in a good place before, were you? Always feeling like you weren't good enough.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was AG's spy this whole time. Everyone said they forgave me, but I still feel like I've got to own up to everything I've done.
I'm pretty sure I told you something like this before, but you don't have to be so negative all the time. You got the best of the best in your corner.
Guess you're right, Ichiban.
Yeah? You hear that, guys?
Yeah, we got your back.
Come on now, don't go keeping some crucial info from the rest of us.
Agreed.
What the heck? You guys are all ready to clink glasses?
Well, then you can count me in too.
Hey, who invited you to the party?
Ah, it's all good, man. The more the merrier, right?
Oh, yeah, fine. Should have figured.
Hey, now you're catching on, Tomizawa. Fast learner, aren't you?
If I can let my guard down, you can too, Chitose-san. You've been doing great.
Well, thank you very much.
Anyway, you guys ready? Cheers!
Yeah,
Cheers.
Thanks, Ichiban.
Don't mention it. Dachi-san.
Kasuga, you got some time to spare? It's about Akiko-san's shop. Think you could have a word with her? That way I can warn her about the robbers.
Right. Yeah, sure.
If I show up out of the blue, I doubt Akiko-san would hear me out. I was thinking you could go in first, be our mediator. If she doesn't listen to what I have to say, then the shop's gonna be an easy mark for those robbers.
Yeah, if they actually try to break in, then we can pull one over on them and keep it from happening. Besides, when it comes to crime prevention, you're a pro.
Damn straight. But if we want things to work out, I need you to get Akiko-san to come around. But not to pile on too much pressure, we have no other option. I'll be counting on you and your sweet talk, Kasuga.
Seriously, dude? What's sweet talk? Oh, this is it? At long last, Akiko-san's jewelry shop. Must be hard to run a business like this in a foreign country.
Right? That's why we gotta tighten security, make sure nothing happens. Hey, Kasuga, stay calm and listen.
Huh? What's up?
Those guys who just left the shop now, they were scoping out the place before, no doubt. Same guys I saw acting shady.
Seriously?
Oh God, don't tell me. They already struck.
What now?
I'm gonna check out the situation inside. Mind stalling them for me? There's a chance they snatched some jewelry.
Wait, how am I supposed to do that? Oh, shit! No time to think. Yo! Sup, my dudes? Got a sec? So, get this. I heard a real disturbing story around these parts. Apparently, some robbers are targeting the local jewelry stores.
What are you trying to say?
My friend said he saw some real suspicious guys just now. Over at the shop you just left, actually. You think that's true? Did you... You know, did you see anything strange back there?
Norm, let's book it.
Oh, wait a second. What do we have here? What's with all those bags you're carrying? Huh? You wouldn't happen to have any jewels in there, would you?
Just who the hell are you?
Kasuga, they're the robbers. Catch them!
Yep, thought so. Roger that. What's with these guys? How's Akiko-san?
They had her tied up, but don't worry. She's safe now.
Great. Now it's our turn to stop him from running away.
I'll put you in your place.
The battle is on! Ass-kicking time!
I'm up!
Alive. You're dead meat.
Let's get it done!
That one, huh?
You think I'm stupid?
Let's go.
Ass-kicking time!
I'm up! Let's go!
Let's get it done! Nice knowing you.
There you have it.
Adachi-san, I called the police. They said they'll be here soon.
All right. Good to hear.
Oh, is that her?
Yep, that's Akiko-san.
Oh, knew it! Guess that means you've got her to trust you?
Well, something like that.
Adachi-san, Kasuga-san, thank you so much for what you did.
It's fine, Akiko-san. No need to lower your head. I'm just glad you're safe, really. That's all that matters to me.
But I was awful to you, all because I held a grudge over something that happened decades ago. I knew the police did what they could. I knew, but I could never accept it. Not with how things turned out. I guess no matter how many signs point to a crime, there's only so much you can do.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. See, Adachi-san here has his own agency now.
Huh?
Adachi Investigative Services, it's called. Lame-ass name aside, he's actually an expert at crime prevention. Like, he'll advise shop owners how to improve their security to keep folks from shoplifting. He's basically a consultant who gives you tips on how to protect yourself and your business.
Really now?
Hey, what's with the sales pitch, Kasuga? It's only gonna put her on the spot.
Oh no, it's fine.
I was right there with him when he built his company from the ground up. Always wondered what got him so motivated.
Oh, okay?
Now it's finally coming together. The reason he's been working so hard. It was to face his regret over being unable to help you and your parents at the time. Even though you told the right people, the police, they still couldn't act when it counted. Time passed, and now here he is, in charge of an organization that can finally make a difference. Well, at least that's how I see it.
Yeah, I should have figured you'd spout off a bunch of BS. Not in front of the person it's about. Come on.
Could it be there's a hint of truth in his tale?
Well, I mean, lots of former officers go into this kind of field. It's nothing special.
Is that right?
When you're a cop, you come to realize there are going to be times when you won't be able to save someone. And to me, you were one of those people. I am so sorry I couldn't help you that time.
No, don't be. Please stop. Everything's fine now.
You guys just keep on apologizing to each other. So, have you overcome 20 years of regret yet?
Maybe I have. I don't think I've ever been happier in my whole life.
To me, you're someone I can't ever thank enough. I owe you so much. Words can't describe how grateful I am. Again, thank you very much.
Isn't that great, Adachi-san? And Akiko-san doesn't resent you anymore?
It sure is. But everything that's happened only made me realize that I actually do miss running my own business. It reminded me of how I felt when I first considered starting one.
Well then, in that case...
What?
After we're back in Ijincho for good, how about giving it another shot? Get Adachi Investigative Services back on its feet.
I don't know, it's just...
You're doing everything you can to help me out. That's why next time, I'll be sure to return the favor. If there's anything I can do, just say the word. Well, only if it's cool with you.
Unbelievable. You're willing to go that far for me?
Seriously though, how about it? I mean, you were so fired up starting out. And now I know why you were so motivated. So...
All right, Kasuga, enough. I get where you're coming from. I'll remember every little thing you just said, so don't go forgetting it later, all right?
Hey, you ought to know me by now. I'm not that kind of half-hearted asshole, am I?
True. Thanks, pal.
Aloha. Thank you.
Yo, Jungi! You're looking as suave as ever, drinking here all by your lonesome.
I hear that quite often. But I was just thinking that it was getting a little too quiet.
Oh, yeah? So you don't mind some company?
It's exactly what I'm getting at.
I've been thinking, and honestly, I'm real glad you're here, man. You've been a huge help, and I seriously appreciate it. I didn't even realize that the Komi Jewel network spread as far as Hawaii.
It would be more accurate to say that we asked our comrades here in Hawaii for help. Many of them scattered across the globe when the Jigon Mafia was expelled from Kamurocho.
Dang. So you basically got contacts from all over the world?
Right. And there just so happened to be some in Hawaii with access to quality information on the locale. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to find out what Palikana was up to in such a short time. But let's not talk about the inner workings of the organization.
Oh, oops. Went too far there, didn't I?
There's not much I'd keep secret from you now. However, you may have already noticed that I've been keeping my distance from everyone, yourself included.
Yeah, I have, actually. You were just being careful, right? Because we were living life as civvies?
Sounds rather pretentious, doesn't it? But you guessed right. We figured being around outcasts like us would spell trouble for you.
Come on, don't be such a stranger. We fought alongside each other, and that fact will never change.
I thought you'd say something like that, but that's why I was so hard on myself. The two of us live in completely different worlds.
Yeah, sure. Up until things about me blew up and I got sacked. And now here we are, two equals sitting at a bar.
This may come off a bit rude to you, Kasuga-san, but now, because of the way things turned out, I can finally talk with you. And part of me is elated about that. After all, Ijincho has been a bit of a bore as of late. The town's far too peaceful.
Oh, really now?
Sunny has also gotten livelier ever since Kiryu-san came to Ijincho. She's out on the front lines herself now. Though, that's not something that merits praise.
Why is that?
As the leader of both Komijul and the Liumang, she should not be out in the open.
Whew. Not every day you hear Jungi Han himself talk about Sunhee like that.
We're quite a ways away from Ijincho. It's unlikely for Sunhee to overhear us talking. Furthermore, with the Hawaiian skies as vast as they are, I feel a bit freer here. I will always remain loyal to Sunhee, of course. However, I hope I could get a pass every so often.
I'm with you there. If you just want to kick back and relax, then Hawaii's the perfect place for that. Let's just do what we want.
I didn't exactly come here to kick back, though. But I must admit, being able to fight at your side once again has been most exciting, Kasuga-san.
Yeah, right on.
I said that I was keeping my distance from you all, but in truth, I'd been keeping an eye on you. I know that you were employed at Hello Work and that you were helping former Yakuza land new jobs.
I had no clue about that. Thanks, man.
When Adachi-san started up his investigation firm, I wanted to lend him a helping hand as well. But in the end, I agreed with Sunny that it was best we do not intervene.
Yeah, but if Adachi-san had access to Komijul's network, that would have helped him out a ton.
Well, the fact of the matter is that you could get things done without us. All of you are very capable individuals.
I guess you were watching over us for a lot longer than I thought.
Oh? Sounds as if you're implying that I was some sort of stalker. Collecting information within Ijincho's how Komijul puts food on the table. You were merely one part of that.
All right. Let's just leave it at that. But since it did make me smile, how about another drink?
Ah, that'd be welcome. It's been a while since we last drank to something, Kasuga-san.
Sure has. Cheers,
Cheers,
man. So, were you on the phone with Sunhee earlier?
Oh, no, I wasn't. I was actually speaking with a subordinate of mine. I let an officer candidate take care of things while I'm away from Ijincho. They're young, but capable.
Oh yeah? Everything good over there without you at the helm?
Everything should be. Up until now, I've only been managing some rather mundane group work. I apologize if this sounds arrogant of me, but I felt that I was above such menial tasks. Considering that it's just routine, I'm sure anyone could take over from me.
Huh. Then why the phone call? What was that all about? That subordinate of yours struggling because you're not there or something?
Small problem seems to have cropped up, but I let them decide how they should handle it. All I said was, I'll leave it up to your discretion.
You know, if you were my boss, I feel like I'd have to be ready for everything and anything.
Compared to the time when Ryo Aoki attempted to take over Ijincho, we can now afford to give our subordinates more opportunities to grow. Those were certainly trying days, especially when all of Ijincho's secrets were exposed.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Chairman Hoshino, the elder of the Ijin III, was murdered, and the Omi Alliance sent in an entire army. And since we were so dependent on the gray zones of Ijincho, Bleach Japan nearly rendered us extinct. Just thinking about it makes me shudder. Don't you feel that way too, Kasuga-san?
Sounds like you've got an itching for some trouble.
Yes, maybe so. I did come all the way to Hawaii to join you after all.
I really appreciate you being here, man. Honestly, I'm real happy we can party up again.
Yes, I suppose joining up with you again was well worth the trip. That said, please, let me know if there's anything I can help with.
You're one reliable guy. No wonder Sunny thinks so highly of you. I guess I should thank her properly sometime. I mean, she did send her right-hand man all across the ocean to help us out.
Just the thought alone is enough. I'll relay your words to Sunny myself. Right now, she seems to be enjoying her time out on the front lines with Kazuma Kiryu.
Ah, gotcha. Did you get to meet Kiryu-san too?
Yes, at least long enough to greet him. He seemed to be faring much better than I had heard. He changed his hairstyle since we last met, so it took me by surprise.
Oh, yeah, same here. I was a little confused when I saw him too.
When Sunny heard that he was returning to Japan, she was quick to make her move. Before I knew it, she stuck right by Kiryu-san's side at all times. She didn't even consult me about it. At the very least, I would have liked her to ask for permission of some sort.
Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you're mad at her. Oh, you jealous of Kiryu-san?
I do not see Sunny that way. As such, it would be quite disrespectful for me to be jealous.
Do I hear a however?
No. No, you don't. That reminds me, are you aware that when Sunny went around town with Kiryu-san, Zhao joined them? That was when she told me to keep watch over the different factions. In that moment, I felt as if I was being left out.
Huh. So now Kiryu-san's got Zhao on his side. Sounds like we're going all out now.
We most certainly are. Even I've come back to the fray. I do hope that I can be of some use to you, Kasuga-san.
Right on. It'll be like the good old times. Glad to have you back, Jungi.
It's a pleasure. I'll be delighted should I meet your expectations.
Yo! Sup, Jungi? You up for another drink together?
Yes, of course. Your company is always welcome, Kasuga-san. I was glad to see that some things never change. For instance, Namba-san is just as pleasant as ever. A former nurse indeed, given his bedside manner, but I could tell that Kiryu-san trusted him.
That's great. I was hoping he'd pull through. Man, did he live up to my expectations. Real great. So even Namba's kicking ass over there.
Speaking of Ijincho, I just remembered something. Do you mind if I ask you something personal?
Huh? No need to beat around the bush. Go ahead, ask away.
Well, it's about you and Saiko-san.
Huh? What? Wait, what? What about me and Sachan?
You proposed to her a few years ago, correct? But after that, she stopped contacting you. How are things going now?
Oh, right. Let me guess. You heard about it from Namba. I haven't told you guys about that personally, so I was wondering how you knew about it.
Oh no, I didn't hear about this from Namba-san. The Komi web catches even the most minuscule of details. That was how I found solid information about you failing your proposal, Kasuga-san.
Bro, seriously? You guys actually tracked that kind of info? What's up with that? Wait. And do Sunny and Zhao also know that I proposed?
It's not like I can hide information from Sunny. As for Zhao, well, she had no reason not to tell him.
Right. But man, did you really have to? I didn't want that spreading around.
What is there to hide at this point? We're all comrades who've put our lives on the line, aren't we?
isn't exactly the same as hiding stuff from you. I can't just lay everything out in the open, you know?
Really now? It's quite saddening to hear.
Are you really want to talk? Because, I mean, Komi Jewel is keeping a ton of secrets to itself.
Well, whatever the case, I'm simply worried about you and Saiko-san as a friend.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Guess it wouldn't hurt to talk about it. The day I proposed to Sachan, I know now that I spouted all sorts of selfish things at her. I told her she could quit her job whenever we have kids, and that we could visit Arakawa-san's grave to make him happy. Sachan just smiled and said she wasn't bothered, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her since.
Not even once?
Not even once. She's completely ignoring me, won't even reply to my messages or pick up my calls. I've been avoiding Sachan's place too. If I showed my face there, I'd just be adding more fuel to the fire.
Ah, I see. That's reasonable of you.
Have you met up with her recently?
Yes, actually. I saw her when Kiryu-san came by. She treated me the same as always.
Same goes for Namba and the others?
Right. My apologies. This must be hard for you to hear.
Guess it's pretty damn clear she's drawn a line between us. Hey, Jungi. Do you happen to know why Sachan's been avoiding me?
While I did discover that you proposed to her, I didn't unearth any details regarding what you said. And from my perspective, it would be wise not to speculate. But if Saiko-san truly intends to avoid you, then I'm sure she would have left you with some words to mull over.
Huh?
At least, I would think so, knowing what I do of your relationship. Had it been anyone but you, Kasuga-san, I have no doubt she would have told them to take a hint the moment she cut things off. You would be nothing more than a stalker if you kept it up after that.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's why I haven't been reaching out to her.
But you're not the sort of man who would hurt Saiko-san in any way. That hardly needs to be said. Saiko-san is also aware of that. Otherwise, if she did want to end things with you, she would have made that obvious.
So basically, you're saying Sachan hasn't completely given up on me?
I believe that's very much possible. Still, it would be difficult to confirm that yourself. If neither of you get the chance to reach out to one another, could I be your middleman?
Hold on. Are you sure it's okay to help me out with this? I mean, you gotta be busy with officer stuff, right? You've been keeping your distance up till now.
But here I am now, sitting next to you. There's no need to be so cold to an old friend.
You're a nicer guy than I thought, Jungi.
Well, that's rather harsh of you, isn't it? But I'll overlook that for today.
Well, can you blame me? When we first met, it felt like you were always making fun of us.
Sometimes, the strangest food may become an acquired taste. The longer you chew on it, the more flavorful it gets. Ichiban Kasuga, you are very much the same way. And for someone in my profession, a friend who can cross those boundaries is all the more precious. You and Saiko-san and everyone else, I consider you all to be my good friends.
Oh, come on, man. I'm way too sober to handle all this sap right now.
Yes, I suppose that's fair. My apologies. Excuse me, barkeep. 2 more drinks here, please. One for me and one for my good friend here.
Fine. Guess I gotta go for another round if you're gonna be that insistent. Drink up, Jungi. To friendship, and to Sachan, too.
But of course, that's what I was planning to do this whole time. Thank you very much.